I want to thank our sponsors who help make the show happen, St. Vincent Hospital and Bank Hometown, and very pleased to have with us in our final segment, Erika Burrows, who's the Chief Operating Officer at Center of Hope, but also the new chair of the board of Chamber of Central Mass South, which is one of the partner affiliate chambers associated with the Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce and South Worcester County. And Erika, we're going to have a chance to talk about both Center of Hope and the Chamber of Central Mass South, but you are also transitioning into a new role at Center of Hope.
I am, yes. Thank you, Jim. I am going to be transitioning to the CEO of the Center of Hope as of July 1st. I will be filling in after a long legacy of the Howards, Jim and Cindy Howard, who founded the Center of Hope Foundation as we know it.
That's great. And maybe you could, maybe talk a little bit about kind of the array of programs that Center of Hope kind of provides to residents and families in South Worcester County.
Absolutely. So the Center of Hope serves individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities and autism spectrum disorders in 64 towns in Central Mass and in Northeast Connecticut as well.
Okay.
So we serve folks in day programs, what's known as a day habilitation program. It's a skills training model where we teach people to be as independent and as autonomous as possible and to have a meaningful day. We also have employment services. We work with individuals to teach them the skills, to go out and to find gainful employment in the community. We also have residential programming. We have a program called in-home supports, so folks live in their own apartments and we provide minimal supports so that they can be independent. And we also have our first 24-hour residential group home right in Southbridge, and we'll be looking to expand that programming soon.
Right. And so a lot of geography that you cover, but also
Yes.
a lot of individuals and families you serve, but a lot of employees too.
Yes, yeah, we do. We have a lot of employees. We're also struggling with the workforce crisis. One of the things that we do, we're a chapter of the ARC. There's 17 chapters in Massachusetts, and we take a large legislative advocacy role, so really working to address the workforce crisis, trying to bring up a livable wage for our employees, because we ask our employees not just to come and to be a direct support professional and kind of do social recreational stuff, but we're asking people to be occupational therapists, physical therapists, speech therapists, nurses. We ask people to drive our vans, so we're really asking people to take care of the lives of human beings, and that's it's a worthy job, and we want people to be recognized for the professionals that they are and to be paid as the professionals that they are.
And to your point, a living wage. We know that these jobs are really important, but people need to put food on the table and prepare for their families. One of the things you did mention, though, talk about workforce. One of the things that we talk about consistently with our members is that, with this workforce crisis, if you will, or a shortage of workers, that employers need to think beyond traditional ways. And that's where a lot of the work that you do is working with employers, matching them up oftentimes with coaches and staff to help facilitate on how aspects of the work can be done by some of the communities and individuals you serve.
Yes, absolutely. We're very lucky to be in the catchment area of Quinsigamond Community College. They have a direct support professional certificate program, and we have the opportunity to work with them so that people can learn those skills that they need to then come into the workforce. And it's also a large part of what we do is on-the-job training, so training individuals to provide an excellent level of care, because it is important to us that people are treated with respect and dignity, and that people do feel like they are an integral part of their community.
Right. And that staff and those employees then can work with the clients you serve to help them be employees and learn those skills. So
Correct.
Whether it be work that's done on site or actually having some of the clients that you work with get the supports and go to a work site and perform a certain duty or function.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have internships, so we've worked with our local hospital, so Harrington Hospital, which is now part of the UMass Memorial System, the Wellsworth Hotel. They've all hosted our individuals in doing internships, so we can train people for those skills that are needed, and then they can go out and be gainfully employed in the community. That's always our goal, and we want people to know that when you hire a person with a disability, you're hiring a person that has those skills. That it's not just something that you're doing as sort of an exchange of
just goodwill. It's
goodwill,
actually they're
right?
good employees.
They're actually good employees.
Yeah.
Yes.
And some of the best example of that is I know, I've heard some of the stories over the years, but employers that have been with you for a long period of time working with your clients as employees.
Absolutely, absolutely. Angel Guard in Worcester is one of those places. We have had folks there for, I don't know, more than 10 years.
An employer up at the Airport Industrial Park up off of Goddard Memorial Drive.
Yeah, and they've been wonderful. And they're so great with our guys. They include them in holiday parties and, whatever sort of, events that they're having for all of their employees. And it doesn't even occur to them that our individuals aren't just part of their workforce. Which is fantastic. Right.
And you mentioned that advocacy, that's important. You are, a lot of the programs that you provide for are funded, obviously charitable, philanthropic, but also state and federal dollars help support a lot of those programs as well.
Right, so we're constantly doing advocacy work, both at the state and at the federal level. We have been advocating for some budget improvements, and we've so far been successful. The ARC is the oldest and largest disability organization in the United States, so there is quite a bit of clout, and I have to say that Massachusetts is stellar at their advocacy. My colleagues at the ARC of Massachusetts and all of the other 17 chapters are just phenomenal. So we were just in DC last month talking about the potential Medicaid cuts. None of us really know what that's going to look like, which is pretty scary, and that could absolutely affect the day-to-day lives of all of our individuals.
Right, and one of the ways in that philanthropic and fundraising mode, you've got a golf tournament coming up.
We do, yes. So it is our 19th annual Hoyt Family Memorial Golf Tournament. So Rick and Dick Hoyt, as you may know, ran the Boston Marathon, a father-son team. The father pushed his son in a wheelchair. They've done Ironmans, triathlons, and unfortunately they've both passed away. But the family continues to raise funds and to memorialize them, and they've been awesome supporters of the Center of Hope Foundation. So that will be August 9th at Pine Ridge Country Club in North Oxford. We are always looking for golfers and sponsors, so thank you.
And reasonably priced, $150 per player, $600 a foursome, and that's August 9th.
Yep.
Starts at shotgun start at 7:30 a.m.
7:30 a.m. Yes. That's why I don't golf.
There you go. Well, that'll be a good one. We have a couple minutes left. New chair of the Chamber of Central Mass South.
Yes. 11
communities. The board under your leadership has said we want to focus on economic development advocacy for the region, programs and events that can really be supportive of our members. Maybe you could just talk a little bit or two about the new focus and mission of the Chamber of Central Mass South.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have sort of reimagined what the Chamber of Central Mass South is doing toward our mission for the future. So we have partnered with Worcester, which we are extremely grateful for, to help us to sort of refocus those efforts. So Tim and myself and some of the other folks from the Chamber have been going out and meeting with the towns, asking folks, the town administrators, economic development councils, business partnerships, what it is that they're looking for in a partner in the Chamber, as well as our business partners that have been members of the Chamber for a long time. We're out there seeking new membership, looking for folks. So we had a great event last night at Rapscallion in Sturbridge. Southbridge Tire was the sponsor. It was a very, very well attended event. Upcoming June 17th, so one of the Center of Hope's small businesses, this is another way that we train individuals to be employees. We have an ice cream shop called Scoops of Hope, and we will be having our Fun at 5 there, so June 17th at 5 p.m. That's Foster Street in Southbridge. And then we have our flagship event that Jeannie Hebert from the Blackstone Valley Chamber actually started many, many years ago. So it's our annual clam bake, which is a fantastic event. That is July 17th at the Public House in Sturbridge. And then we're having our annual golf tournament August 14th, and that is at Heritage Golf Course in Charlton.
So people can go to CMS chamber.org with a revamped website.
Yes, brand new website.
Yeah, so a lot
Very
happening.
exciting.
And
Yes.
thank you with all the hats and the new roles for joining us.
Thank you. It's all very exciting.
All right, Erika.